Family, what's up? Yo, that was crazy. What happened? Oh man, I have no idea. All it said on my side that we were trying to reconnect and that the stream stopped. So let's get everybody back in. We had some good momentum, and then they tried to kill the vibe. I don't know why. Why does that happen? Right? You're having a good time. You're trying to enjoy yourself. It's Friday. It's cold outside, and then all of a sudden, like somebody has to go and kill the vibe like that, right? We almost had 50 people on, right? Let's see if we can get back to 30. All right, we got 30 people on. All right. Yeah, we're going to have a good Friday no matter what, I promise you. All right. So let's just hang in there. Let's let everybody get checked in. We were doing AM shout-outs, and then snap, crackle, pop, we got busted out. It's okay. We'll come back. We'll load up stronger. All right. Oh, wait. I just got the email. Let's see. Oh, man, this is crazy. Look, I just got the email. Auburn Tigers sabotage Feel Good Friday show because of positive vibes. What? Auburn head football coach Alex Golish does not want Bama football on YouTube to go live because of the positivity in Tuscaloosa. What? I'm just kidding. I have no idea. Yo, it's the internet. The internet is crazy. Who cares about the internet? The internet, seriously, nobody knows, right? And if you're old enough to know about the internet, it was back in the days where like you would turn it on. I'm old enough to know. You turned it on, it was like beep, bing, bong, bing, bing. What was that sound? Is that how the internet sounds? I don't know. But I'm glad you guys are here. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. This is a Feel Good Friday show. This is kind of the reboot. We started up early and then got hit with the kibosh, and now we're back. So just keep at it, right? So here we are. I appreciate you guys. Hand in hand, heart to heart, here we stand. This is the Feel Good Show. I appreciate you guys being here, giving us some more shout outs. We got Miss Amanda Jane. What's going on, Miss Amanda Jane? We got William Hino. I appreciate you being up in here. Chad Kennedy, what's up, bro? Good to see you. We have Crystal Jones. What's up? We have Rocketown. We have Miss Kimberly up in the house. We got Danny the Great. Good to see you. We got Sam. We got Hunter. We got Lag Gaming. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for being here. We even got who is that thing that we always have? The bot who joins the show? That always rattles Max. It's hilarious, huh? Who is it? Oh, Bot Ricks? What is that? I don't even know what that is. Yeah, so Cody, what's up, man? Cody. Okay, we're still standing. This is our 30 squad deep, all right? So I guess our Feel Good show will have 30 people, and we're good with that. Amanda Jane, good to see you. Gage, what's up, bro? Rex, I don't know what happened, Rex, but thanks for being here. John says he got rejected by a girl. Oh, okay. You want to talk about that, bro? I'll help you out 100%. I know exactly what to do. The best thing to do is just work on you. And that's going to bother you. If you've ever been rejected by somebody, the best thing to do is just to work on you. And you'd hear that a million different times, but that's what you do. That's strength. That's masculinity. I swear to God. Like, just work on you. Focus on you. Put your head down. And remember this, rejection is protection. You know what I'm saying? So don't even sweat that, dog. Seriously. All right. So let's get back to business. All right. So I was talking about, we led off with this, all right? We were looking at this funny photo, and Coach Kalen DeBoer looks like he's trying to break away from Alcatraz over here against this backdrop. This is crazy, right? Here he was a couple years ago living top of his life, and now here he is against the wall right here in the SEC. Is this picture kind of, is this symbolic? Yo, fam, is this crazy? Is this picture symbolic of where Coach Kalen DeBoer is? Like, backs against the wall, against this brick wall. We got him pinned at Alcatraz. Come on. But this is going around. Like, all right, here's a better photo. People love his shoe game. So he's been rotating his shoes. All right, you got to rotate your shoes. All right, that's just how it is. All right, you got 2 shoes, 3 shoes, whatever it is. You got to keep them rotating. You just can't wear the same shoes, right? We all know what happens. We're all human beings, right? If you got 1 pair of shoes, I totally understand. But if you got a little rotation going on, that works out for you. So Coach Kalen DeBoer, the one positive thing that people have been liking is his shoe game. Have you seen these? And by the way, are these so I was trying to figure out what shoe this was. All right, so all you shoe heads, you sneaker heads out there, right? Is this the shoe? Is it the Nike Air Trainer 1s? Is this what we got? Is this that shoe? Right? Everybody likes the shoe. Can we agree? Can we at least agree on one damn thing that we like the shoes? God bless, man. We like the shoes, right? Okay, everybody's on point with the shoes. What shoes are they? Can we get an update? Are they the Nike Air Trainer 1s? Right? I would wear them. Those are dope. You know what I like? I really like the houndstooth on this back end right here. That's dope. So these are the Air Max 90s. That's what Danny Gray's saying. Okay. Danny, you got it. Danny, this is to you, bro. Are you like a certified sneakerhead, though? Is this for real? I like it. Those are nice. This is Christian Robinson, by the way. He's been here for a while. This jacket looks like it's from like Tom Beckby, right? Air Max 90s, I think. Okay, cool. And probably with like a houndstooth design or something like that. Yeah, they're fire. All right. Yeah, I like them. Me too, Amanda. Me too. I like, just a touch of houndstooth. Because too much houndstooth can be like too much. You know what I'm saying? This has been big. So, Chad Kennedy asked, Kyle, do you think HaHa Clinton Dick's younger brother, I think his name's Jacoby, he comes to Bama? Not at all. I don't think there's like any contact, but I don't think that there's any play that Jacoby comes here. I know that he's one hell of a player out of West Florida. He had an amazing season. But from what I understand, there's like no interest there. I thought it might be interesting because, on today's podcast, we did talk about Caden Jones and how can he kind of fit into that inside linebacker position. You lose all the depth at the inside linebacker position, but it doesn't look like Jacoby is going to be here at Alabama. I was thinking the same thing, Chad. So, good question. A hell of a player. I think he'd fit in, but I feel that Alabama, they have a lot of young guys who are ultra talented, and they got like guys who are kind of stuck in that, up and coming phase, like a QB Reese, Caden Jones, and then the new guy coming in. So we'll have to see how it goes. But I was kind of wondering the same thing, bro. All right. So earlier today, and there's an article right now that you can read on AL.com, and it's with Ty Simpson. And Ty Simpson is probably the biggest. You know what? What do you think about all this? What does this tell us? Every single senior, every single guy that left Alabama absolutely loved DeBoer. And yeah, there's like player talk, there's coach talk, but the guys really genuinely like value him, like love him to death, right? I think it's interesting. And so Ty Simpson on DeBoer said this morning, again, the article on AL.com, don't be a fan later. Everybody likes to criticize him now. Don't be a fan later. That dude is exactly the person for the job. There's no doubt in my mind. And that is Ty Simpson talking about DeBoer. I admit, it took me a while to kind of jump on board with DeBoer. It takes a while for this. But man, it's so amazing that so many players leaving. Like, we need to listen to more to like what they are saying. Like, these guys love DeBoer. I think that means a lot. You heard Tim Keenan. Like, Tim Keenan is right out of Ramsey, Birmingham, right? Ty Simpson, this guy has been, I think this quote right here is even bigger too, because Ty is a guy who's been here for a long time. This is a guy who left with his master's degree. This is a smart individual, right? This is a guy who, has been here during the transition. And see, it's going to take guys and people a long time, like Chad inside the comment box, right? It's going to take people a long time. And I often talk about this, and I do feel that the disconnect is because of the nature of the losses. And you'll often hear me talk about that, but the more that I've thought about it, that's why. I think that's probably number one, and either that's number one or number two, and then I think just kind of the culture shift. And what I mean by that is he doesn't seem like he coaches hard necessarily, right? But this sort of statement, I think, tells me a lot, because you know the type of character that Ty is. You know the type of player that Tim Keenan is. And when you hear those type of players say things like this about Coach Kalen DeBoer, I think it should help fans maybe make up a little bit more space to coach Kalen DeBoer, at least in my opinion. But I get it. The thing is, the only thing that cures this sort of like on the fence is winning. And not just winning against your rivals. I'm talking about like really winning. And what really winning is to Alabama football fans is grabbing that title. And you're like, damn, well, those expectations, like, come on, man, be realistic. Dr. Kevin Cook, what's up, brother? I appreciate you being here inside the comment box. That's the standard here. That's the type, that's where we live. We live in that space, okay? And I don't think Alabama fans are ever going to get used to going to a semifinal team, going to a quarterfinal team. You don't want to live there. I don't want to live there, right? Like, just win. Just win, baby, right? And you got it. So now, during this point in time, you can't physically win games, right? You can't because there's no games to be played. But how can you win? Like month by month. Well, January, the wins that you could physically have. Thanks, Rocket Town. I appreciate it, bro. The wins that you could have are in the transfer portal. Did you win there? I left feeling full. The guys that we got, those were wins, right? I think were there some losses or some misses in the transfer portal? Probably. Yeah. That's why on the Rico Bama, I went on that whole thing about, Hollywood. It was just, everybody knows exactly what he did. He came over here and used it for leverage, then he left. But you did win. You had a lot of guys that you were able to get on board. You fit all the needs. The roster left good going into the springtime, right? That's a win. What are the wins in February? Well, like right now, kind of on the back end before the dead period, they're recruiting. They're going into a big junior day. I personally am not the biggest like recruiting guys of like 16 and 17-year-olds. I think like I don't know. I've always kind of felt like 16 and 17-year-olds because I have a teenager. Like if a 50-year-old man was trying to figure out like where my 16 or 17-year-old was going, I don't know. Makes me uncomfortable with that sort of stuff. But I get it from like a recruiting standpoint. It's just like these guys don't know like how much is really going into recruiting now. And what I mean by that is that it's like, I think high school kids, unfortunately now, high school recruiting will be kind of more on the back end, whereas transfer portal and older guys will be higher valued. So, man, I am glad to see the coaches still out recruiting like 2027 guys. Like that made me feel good that they're still putting a high emphasis on that because high school recruiting is still important. And maybe they're able to fix the calendar to where signing day still means something. Remember the first signing day? Isn't the first like Wednesday? That was the old signing day. Remember this? It was like a huge deal. So, I don't know. I just think like as we look at Coach Kalen DeBoer, and you bring up the numbers. Like I was discussing this, I think, on yesterday's show. Is like, just look at these first three coaches, okay? So what Signetti did, and if you're just joining us, we're talking about Coach Kalen DeBoer. I'll take some calls. We'll spin the pinwheel here in a little bit as well, okay? From like a year two perspective, I just have three coaches on here. I think the fourth coach that I featured was also Manny Diaz. I think he's won 18 games within 2 seasons, right? So these are coaches from Power 4 over a 2-year stretch. Now, what Signetti has done clearly is incredible. 27-2 is ridiculous, right? And I don't know. Can he do that again this next year? Looking at their schedule, probably so, okay? Now, they got to load up again, but probably. But Coach Kalen DeBoer is right behind him. Okay, and there's probably like 12 coaches that are entering their third year. Kalen DeBoer is 20-8, reaching the SEC. You know what I'm saying? Reaching the SEC title, rather. Winning a playoff game. And then Mike Elko is right underneath him. So for my morning crew, and I ask this often, have we done any research into how Texas A&M fans are feeling about Mike Elko? CBS ranked the coaches, and they said they gave Mike Elko a grade of a B+, and they gave Coach Kalen DeBoer a grade of a C. So, and again, I tie it back to the nature of the losses, how they lost. But Texas A&M, they were a big pretender. They played a light schedule. But look, the numbers are there. I mean, Kalen DeBoer and Mike Elko, they separated by one game. Coach Kalen DeBoer reached the SEC title. Mike Elko didn't. Right? Coach Kalen DeBoer won a playoff game. Mike Elko didn't. Right? But I think the way that Texas A&M fans are viewing Elko is like, man, we got our guy. He's the best guy for the job. Whereas over here, DeBoer's not getting that same type of treatment. You see what I'm saying? Isn't that interesting? Like, how is it so different? I guess it's because of expectations, right? The expectations for Texas A&M are less than that of Alabama. Is that it? Because you know what would happen? Think about this. This is going to blow your mind. But if Texas A&M, if Mike Elko would have came here to Bama, right, and the same things would have happened with Mike Elko that have happened at Texas A&M, could you imagine what Elko would be going through over here? We'd probably fire him. Like DeBoer, and I get it. Getting to the SEC title game and losing, I didn't like that either. That game sucked. But they got there because they won in the stretch that they put together. So it's so interesting to me. It's like DeBoer still gets criticized by a lot of people, and people still aren't on board. But Mike Elko is like the guy at Texas A&M. It's like, it's wild. We could have Mike Elko. Signetti, I think, this is an interesting one because Signetti clearly, I mean, listening to him this year, he learned every single thing from Saban, and he internalized it, and he channeled that, right? Plus, they did an amazing job building up that roster. They found the script, and they're like, look, this is what we have to do to win. Just interesting to look at the numbers there. I mean, look. See, Jose Cruz, what's up, brother? He says Texas A&M expectations are significantly lower than Bama. Isn't that wild, right? And they still have all this money. And going into even this next season, I would imagine that Alabama is going to be a better team than Texas A&M, right? Would you agree? I would. Their schedule, if you look at it this past year, it was easy. The team that really crapped the bed at the back end was South Carolina. South Carolina should have beat Texas A&M 100%. What was the score, 31-3 at halftime? All right, so as we kind of look at this next little chart right here, right, we have kind of like a year 3 measuring stick, okay? Now, year 1, we got to the bowl game, right? Lost to Michigan. And what do you guys have? Let me ask you this. When do you have Alabama winning its last bowl game? This is a weird question. I have them winning the last bowl game, I think, in 2022, right? Whenever they beat, or was it 2021? I think it was 2022 when they beat Kansas State, right? Yo, Frank Wright, is it updated though? Is it like within this month? Because I don't think it's this month. Because a lot of people say that Alabama won a bowl game this year. I was like, when? And this is the weird thing. People are labeling the win against Oklahoma as a bowl game win. Did you see this? I was like, what bowl game was it? They were like, it was a playoff bowl game. And I was like, well, what bowl was it? They were like, the playoff bowl game. That's what playoffs it was. I don't know. Because I saw a recent thing come out. I was like, Alabama just won a bowl game. I was like, oh, I don't know if maybe it doesn't matter. I'm just kind of wondering, like, you know, how you guys felt about that. I don't see it as a bowl game win, but I guess I'm wrong on that. I guess the bowl game that they beat against Oklahoma was a bowl game, right? See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I have. Rose inside the comment box, right? The Sugar Bowl. I know, that's what I said. I was like, that's not a bowl game. And they're like, yes, it is. I was like, what bowl game? They're a playoff bowl game. So, okay, so we got the bowl game, went to Citrus Bowl the first year. Okay, lost. Won a playoff game the next year, and then lost in the Rose Bowl. So, but you got to the SEC title game, right? Didn't win it, but you got there. So what is year 3? Is year 3 right here? Is this kind of where we're at? What do you have for year 3? See, Crystal says it was a bowl game. I'm telling you, people see it as a bowl game. It's interesting. What is it? Where are we at for year 3 with Coach DeBoer? Are we going to fire this man if he doesn't win a title this year? I'm 100% serious. Is the pressure there? Jarvis is 100% right. Chris wants it just a natty. I don't know what okay, postseason game. Hunter has postseason game. Okay, you know what? Give me 2 playoff wins. 2 playoff wins. I don't care where they're at. If Bama's, let's say they don't have a bye or whatever, let's just get 2 playoff wins. Right? 2 playoff wins. And anything over that will be kind of cherry on top. And I'm not saying cutting down expectations. I'm saying let's have expectations with being realistic. Right? Does that sound cool? Give me 2 playoff wins. Yeah, Carl. Carl says it was a playoff game, not a traditional bowl game. I know, it's the weirdest thing that we created. Oh, and this is really important too. Okay, Jarvis, thanks for bringing this to the attention. And look, is Alabama going to get punched on the chin? Are they going to lose games this year? Probably so. How you lose those games also affects how we feel about DeBoer and also affects his measuring stick, right? You can't reach the SEC title game and lose 31-0. You can't lose some weird game to, I don't know, Texas A&M 41-10. If you're going to lose, fight, right? And it's got to, come down to the wire. Though people can take losses like that. They can't take getting beat down and blown out. That hurts the brand. Losses like that hurt brand. So we understand. We're going into this next season. Let's look at the schedule real quick. The schedule's crazy. Alabama football schedule 2026. 2026, bro? Oh my goodness. Remember when we were little kids and we were man, 2026. There's going to be cars. Okay, let me ask you this. Inside the comment box, did you really think in 2026 that there would be cars that were flying? Yes or no? I did. And I watched the Jetsons. Who didn't? What was the wife's name? Jane. Jane, his wife. Elroy was the boy. Judy. Jane. Okay, who can name the robot in Jetsons? Think about it. We're in 2026, fam. Isn't this crazy? All right, so look at the schedule. Man, it just blows my mind. 2026? What? We don't have cars flying. We don't have nothing. We don't have cars flying. We got some drones. And that, I don't know. That technology is weird. They're dropping pizzas from drones and stuff like that. Has anyone ordered anything from a drone? No, I'm 100% serious. I'm not judging. Has anyone had? I'm 100% serious. Has anybody had anything delivered by a drone? Are we there yet, or is that still in the very 1%? Dan Caraway says there are flying cars now. Really? Where? Come on. Oh, Astro the dog. Yeah, he was dope. And remember, in the Jetsons, you would wake up and all you had to, it was something that propped you up, showered you up. You would go through that little machine. You didn't have to do anything. You just popped a pill and it was all your food. All right, so look at Bama's schedule. All right, we got Eastern Carolina. All right. We have Kentucky. This first one will give us a great opportunity for our quarterbacks to grow, okay? Florida State payback game, huge game. Oh, my goodness. This game, you know this game is going to be at night. I already tell you what, 6 o'clock, ESPN? This game will probably be at like, hopefully not 11. That would be terrible. If this game is like 11 a.m. or something like that down in Lexington, that would be weird. This game will be at 6, I'm sure. There's no times yet. Got to be a night game against South Carolina. Or 2:30. I'm saying 2:30 for this one. That'll be a good game. Lenore Sellers back. Let's see. At Mississippi State, probably like a 6. This could be an interesting game. I have to dive into their roster a little bit. So, but manageable. My point is this first kind of section manageable, right? You can manage it. You should have a lot of momentum going into middle October. Then this is where this coming season it gets pretty serious, like really quick, right? You got Georgia coming, but at least that game's at home. Man, that game's gonna be crazy. You got Tennessee on the road, always tough. A&M's coming. Man, that's going to be weird to see Isaiah Horton and Wilcom Formby, right? In A&M jerseys? How weird is that? They have their quarterback who's very dangerous, right? An open week so we can trick or treat in peace. That would be Coach Saban's what? Coach Saban will be what, 75? Or will he be 76 on the 31st? And then we got LSU, Vanderbilt. No idea how that. I am so curious to see what Vanderbilt is like without Diego, right? Step forward or step back for Vanderbilt? Got to be step backwards, right? You got Chattanooga, Patriot Life. And then you got Auburn and Alex Golish. 76. Comment has it 76. Man, he looks great. Step back for Vanderbilt, right? So I don't know. I mean, looking at the schedule, I haven't even looked at like kind of what the over-under is in terms of wins. I would imagine what, like 9 or something like that? 9 or 10. You're going to win. Maybe drop a couple, within this stretch. Although we thought they would last year, and they won all those games, right? Yeah, I would say winning 10 games for sure this coming season. The big thing is just the offense. The defense is going to be fine. Right, step back, Cody. Cody has a step back for Vandy. Christian, what's up, bro? Good to see you, man. Rocket Town. All right, okay. Let's go back to the one last glance at this transfer portal that we put together. Okay. This is basically what happened in January. Is we made all these additions with the portal, with the roster, right? I think Clark Lee is a good coach too, Andy. He's done a great job, bro. T. Holton wonder what Cole Adams will do. I bet you Cole Adams catches like 50 passes, bro. I think he has a good season. Dependable. Yeah, again, it comes down to what quarterback that they have, but he's good. He's very good. He just over here, I mean, he's not better than the guys that we got. He was what he was. But I think at Vanderbilt, or he goes to like a school like Baylor, or he goes to school like, I don't know, wherever else, he's catching 50 balls. Yeah, Cole Adams is a good football player, 100%. Tough, dependable, good across the middle. All right, you guys ready? Let's spin the pinwheel real quick. All right, so I let's see if I can even find the music. Remember when we even had music to the pinwheel? Man, the music made it all the better. Let's see if I can find it real quick. I don't know. Okay, let's see. Was it this one? Oh, yeah. This is it. Okay. Let's see if we can get the music. We're gonna do the pinwheel next. If you've never done the pinwheel, The Pinwheel's fun. All right, so it's $10 to get into these raffles, and you can do it by Venmo or Cash App. Today we're doing Bama merch. All right, we'll put the merch for the undefeated. Okay, undefeated is the comment box. We'll put it inside the comment box. So if you want to just go buy merch, then check it out. We're closed today for our raffle, but get in the next one. Okay, we'll do one probably like once a week on Fridays. Okay, so let's get the music queued up, and I'm gonna go to the lab, and I'll be right back. Pinwheel coming up, coming up next, right here on Bama Football on YouTube. Be right back. Going to the lab. The lab is sponsored by Kyle's Chemicals. Just kidding. See if I still remember how to do the pinwheel. All right. Be right back, fam. The music's amazing. That was always one of my favorite parts about the pinwheel. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, we back. All right, listen. If you guys win the pinwheel, you email me, okay? And then I'll email you back. You send me your size and all that stuff. You know how it goes. So I appreciate you guys joining today's pinwheel action. And with that said, let's get it going. All right. But first, a word from our sponsor. Just kidding. No, but honestly, you know our sponsor is Sleeper, and we have a bunch of live fan sponsors. If you want to support this show, hit the join button. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much for always supporting me. And when you download Sleeper, use a promo code, which is tailgate, okay, to get $20 just upon downloading it and a $100 deposit match. Okay, so good luck to everybody in the Sleeper poll. Can we call it the Sleeper poll or a Sleeper? What is this? The Sleeper pinwheel. We need a name for it. All right. Good luck, everybody. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. You guys ready? Anna with the big win. Wow. Congratulations, Anna. Hit me up. You got the first hoodie. Congratulations, Anna. Wow, longtime fan. Anna out of the ATL comes through with the first victory on the pinwheel. So Anna's been a real one for sure. And, the roll poll, that's not bad. So Anna, hit me up. Congratulations. Everyone say congratulations to Anna on the first dub. Wow, she got the hoodie. You think you should get black or white? I kind of like the white. Right? Yeah, so, and then I'm going to work on, I'll do like a hat and a couple other, pieces of merchandise. So thank you so much. And congratulations, Anna, for winning the pinwheel. Nice pickup. That's our first, we had the pinwheel during the summertime, and then we got put the kibosh. So now we're back in action with the pinwheel with our own merchandise. And yeah, all right, you got the hoodie. All right, I'm going to fire up the call-in line. You guys call in. I'll take your calls next. We'll let the music keep playing, and we'll go back to Kyle's Chemicals and be right back as I get in the lab and get things set up. Remember to call Kyle Henderson. Just kidding. Hey, how did I do that? Did you see that? No, you didn't. It was all this confetti came down. What? That was so weird. All right, almost back, fam. Give me a second. I'm telling you, it was the weirdest thing. There was a bunch of confetti that just rained down. Oh, Feel Good Friday is a good day. Man, I'm so glad to be healthy again. All right, Anna's going with the black. Okay, good. All right. Okay. That's the pinwheel thing, I guess. All right. First caller, we got Chris from New Jersey. Okay, let's do it. Chris, what's up, brother?
Rot row, George. Astro. He knew trouble was coming, that dog. I love that dog.
Yeah, okay, how about this, fam? Better pet, Scooby-Doo or Astro?
Ooh.
Who is another
I
pet?
gotta go with
You know who else was
go with the crime-solving dog. You got to go with the crime.
You know who else
dog.
was a good pet? Was Garfield.
I'm a dog guy,
right? Yeah, I know.
Funny. Anna, congratulations. That was my mom's name. Beautiful name. Listen, I'm just calling you to tell you we're freezing our willies up here, man. It's like 13 degrees. It's going to be 0 tomorrow. I got to move to Tuscaloosa, brother. You got to let me know if any houses come up in your neighborhood.
Well, look at me. I'm buried like a polar bear. I don't know. You know, I've gotten kind of soft. Although tomorrow is supposed to be cold. Right now, it's not too cold. It's 44, so it's fine. But tomorrow for the workout, it's going to be like 6 degrees or something like that. So it's gonna be super cold, man. So yeah, but I'll keep you posted, man. You move down to Tuscaloosa. A little bit of rain every once in a while, but other than that, man, the city's growing for sure. What else you got, Chris? Welcome. It's been good to talk to you, man.
What's going on? The only reason I'm calling is what's going on with is fourth quarter this coming week? Do we know? Or are they going to tell us?
Yeah. So fourth quarter, I would imagine the University of Alabama would probably start spitting out some photos here pretty soon with the fourth quarter program. They usually start with the older guys, like the guys who are upperclassmen, and then kind of work their way in. But yeah, that's kind of they're working out with David Ballou right now, and then fourth quarter program coming up next for sure. And Capstone Farms, you're absolutely right, bro, 100%. Yeah. So
how you feeling, Kyle? You sound much better, buddy.
Oh, I feel great. Yeah, I'm back. I mean, I would say
nice.
by the end of the day, I'm back to 100% for sure. So I got the workout in this morning, feeling really, really good. Slept great. So yeah, I'm close to 100%. Thanks for asking, man.
Beautiful. I'm calling just to chit chat, just to say I'm pumped. We have a lot to be thankful for, a lot to be grateful for. So listen, everybody, stay warm. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend.
Yeah.
And my best to you, my best to the undefeated, and we will talk next week, brother. Roll Tide.
All right, man. Take it easy. Thanks for leading off the show. All right, Chris from New Jersey calling in. All right, looks like we go to our good friend Cody. Cody, what's up, brother?
Hey, not much, Kyle. How about you?
Happy Friday, man. How's your Friday on a scale of 1?
Happy Friday.
How's your Friday on a scale of 1 to 714?
Oh, it's going to be good so far. I mean, it's only 55 degrees here in Crestview. But
No, Cody. I'm saying these are your options. Is it 1 like a terrible day, or like a 713 like the best day? Where are you at in terms of like your Friday?
713.
There you go. Yeah, 100%. All right, Cody. Yeah, come with it, bro. Welcome to the show. Go ahead, man.
Okay, so one thing is you mentioned DeBoer from the Pac-12 to the SEC. He needs a toupee. So now we can get that covered for his hair instead of him going to go bald. He needs a toupee. Second of all, week 3, we need a title. We need to kick everybody else's ass and get a freaking title for the national championship. That's what I want year 3, and that's what I want because I got Terrence Green. I'm about to make that thing. The other points are Pavia is going to be a step back. I'm glad he's going to go to the NFL G League so he can get retired easily. That's my best bet. I don't have to deal with his no good ass. I don't like Pavia. Go to the G League and get retired easily. Thank you very much. The other part about this is, Amanda, you're in the comment section. You wanted a battery-powered heating because you're going to go to your son's lacrosse game, and it's going to be cold, and you don't want to bring your sleeping bag. Well, there's a Black & Decker that's $60, and there's a DeWalt that's $250. My best bet, go for the DeWalt, honey.
Huh?
You need that for your heater.
Does anybody have one of those like heated vests? Is anyone doing that? It's like I've seen these. You like plug them in, and then you wear them. Yep. I guess for like it's like a vest or whatever. I don't have one of those. I mean, do you have one of these, Cody, down in Crestview?
No, but I do have one of them DeWalt heaters, those 250 heavy duty things, because DeWalt has never steered me wrong. For the product.
Any other products you want to shout out?
Oh, not that I know of. I mean, I got some, Columbia, vests and stuff. I got some other stuff clothes-wise that, it'll keep me cool and, keeps me hot and everything else. But you know what? Here's the thing about that. I've always mentioned, them goggles that we use for practice to catch balls?
Yeah.
Alabama fans, can I have them goggles? Because the reason why is, if I go to a Texas A&M game, I can't stand looking at the male cheerleaders at College Station. I need to see, if I go to Dallas Cowboy games, I'll see some beautiful women up in the cheerleading section. If I go to the Texas A&M games, I see dykes out of the prison ward. I see male cheerleaders. I need them goggles so I don't have to waste my time seeing the cancer that I have to see to all you Texas A&M fans. Because you have to watch and see those stupid male cheerleaders. Alabama fans, we got beautiful cheerleaders that are female. And A&M fans, they have to see dykes who just got out of prison to dress up as a male cheerleader. It's painful. It sucks. It's worse than the Archie Manning $6.8 million NIL deal or $12 million quarterback deal. I need to leave. I need to go. I need to go to Dubai or something like that. Thoughts on that, Kyle?
Yeah, I'll answer the other line, Cody. That's a lot to chew on, man. I appreciate it, bro. Thanks for calling in, man. Thanks for the product shout out as well. Yeah, Cody's not feeling the Texas A&M cheerleaders. A lot of people, are they the only ones who have a pregame yell like a night before? I don't know. I mean, some of the stuff that Texas A&M does, some of those dances and stuff, I don't know if that exists anywhere else other than there. I don't know. 770. Hey, welcome to the show. I appreciate you. Who am I on line with and where are you calling in from?
This is me, Lucas.
Holy cow. He went from Lucas to Cody, or Cody to Lucas. Lucas, what's up, brother? Welcome to the show, man.
What's up? I'm feeling good. I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling 100%. I'm feeling great. And right now, about Coach DeBoer, I mean, we got to give that man some time. I mean, we got to stop being negative towards the man. If we would have got anybody else that took over the head coaching job, that some coach would be in the same boat. So I mean, would they have 8 losses? Probably not. But I mean, look what Coach DeBoer came from the Pac-12 and took over Alabama. So, I mean, it's a bigger step, and it's going to take more time with him. It's going to take more time. Maybe, and I hate to say this, it's probably going to piss off a lot of Alabama fans, even myself, but it might take him to his 6th year to get things rolling. It's going to take time to figure things out. I just hope this year, this coming season coming up, I hope we can get it since we got a new offensive line coach. Mm-hmm. And since we moved everything around, I expect him this year, but if he doesn't, I mean, I'm not gonna be negative, because we can go get somebody worse, and that dude could be, we can lose about 10 games and won 2 games with other coaches. You know what I mean? We better be happy with what we got. So.
Yeah, I was kind of looking at Mike Elko and Kalen DeBoer, and it'd be interesting to see they're praising him and probably feel like they got the best coach. And DeBoer's won more games, reached the SEC title game, won a playoff game, and people still not happy with DeBoer. It's just interesting, how people see things, because Elko hasn't done that in 2 years. DeBoer has, but still Elko probably viewed with a higher grade. Kind of weird. Anything else, Lucas?
Yes, I can remember, and people don't remember. I remember this. Nick Saban has lost in his 2nd year. He lost 10 games in his 2nd year at Alabama, and then he picked it up in his 3rd year.
No.
So, yeah.
Well, big year for him for sure, man. Thanks for calling in, Lucas. I appreciate it, bro.
All right.
Next up, we got let's see, we got Tyson calling in from Huntsville. Tyson, what's up, brother?
Hey, Kyle, it's good to hear your voice, man.
Yeah, same.
I just drove through the enemy's camp. Just drove by the LSU stadium here a few minutes ago.
No way. What was did you see Kiffin out there? Did you see Ed Orgeron without his shirt or anything like that?
No. I'm at 650. I'm at 650 today. Okay, so
okay.
That's
your credit score. That's your credit. That's your credit score. All right, man. Yeah. So, yeah, doing a little better than that. All right. Oh man. So, yeah. Thanks for the update.
I'm a realist. It's not perfect unless it's perfect, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's close, but it's not there. But I would go to DeBoer first of all, and I think when you compare Cignetti and DeBoer and Elko, you hit the nail on the head when you talk about strength of schedule.
Yeah.
I mean, here's a variable that everybody has got to be realistic about: is the SEC. We get bruised up, we get banged up, and Ty Simpson having a broken rib
mm-hmm.
in the playoff game is a reflection of that. Not to mention, your quarterback Ty Simpson. I know he probably played with concussion. There was a couple hits earlier in the season that it looked like he had some serious, probably concussion type symptoms, but he kept playing anyway, and that's tough. That's a reflection of the conference that we play in, and we got to remember that because we're in the SEC,
yeah.
because we have to deal with NIL, because we have to deal with these incredible run defenses every week.
Mm-hmm.
Like we got incredible defenses every week. We got big bruisers across the board, and we got bruiser backs that are bruising our defense.
Yeah.
I mean, look at we've got our defensive player. Thank God that he's coming back next year. I'm happy for him. I hope he doesn't hurt himself again.
Oh, Ja Latham.
On his tape.
Ja Latham.
Yeah, John Latham. Yeah. Jamarian Latham. Jamarian, is that his real name, Jamarian?
Yeah,
or is
it's Ja hyphen Jamarian Latham. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, he now praise the Lord that he's able to suit up. I mean,
for sure.
That's huge, And
yeah.
I think I'm super happy for him, and also I'm praying for his future, long term. But I mean, again, that kind of thing happens because of bruising backs. We had some bruising backs on our team this last year. We had, Daniel Hill, I think next year is going to be good. But listen, I think DeBoer did an incredible job with what we have. The hand we have dealt to us, that was the toughest schedule. We played more ranked teams and defeated more ranked teams. Nobody's talking about that than any team. That's got to account for something. We made the SEC championship. You know what? I'll be happy if we make the SEC championship. I'll be happy if we make the playoffs again with our schedule. And I just think, we got to be realistic. We got to stay healthy. It's tough to stay healthy. We got to have depth, but depth is tough to do when you want your 8-star players or your 10 or 12 or 15-star players. It's you weaken your depth, and so it's kind of like rolling the dice. And we just got to be realistic. And if we just try to can our coach and start all over again, we're just shooting ourselves in the foot, and we will be subpar for sure.
Yeah. All right, Tyson. Yeah, I appreciate the call, man. Thanks. Be safe on the road, man. And where are you headed next, man? You going to Shreveport, or which direction you going? You going west or east or
St. Charles? Yeah.
Okay.
It's actually Sulphur, Louisiana, which is St. Charles.
Yeah. Louisiana is interesting to drive through, right? Sometimes you'll just be driving through just straight water. I mean, anytime you driving into New Orleans, I'm like, wow, just the amount of water they're driving through. And sometimes you're just driving through kind of this and that. Interesting, man. But I appreciate the call, man. Thanks for calling in, Tyson. Be safe on the road, bro.
Yeah, thank you, brother.
All right. Yeah, you too, man. All right, 901, let's do it. Hey, Jarvis, what's up, dog? How you doing, man? How we feeling on a scale of 1 to 713? How's your Friday, Jarvis?
117.
117 or did I say 117 or 713? Either way, you're feeling good, right?
I'm feeling great.
What's up, man? Good to hear you, bro. Happy Friday.
No, man. Happy Friday, too. This is Jarvis from Houston. I was calling in to just give my 2 cents on things. I've been looking at a lot of footage and interviews from the coaches and stuff like that. What I'm starting to see is that Kelly DeBoer, he's learning with his players. I think he's starting to learn more about the as a coach, the culture in the SEC football. I think he's learning all. I think overall he's continuing to learn. And I just had to take a step back and look at the history from any coaches, you know, even including Saban. Saban was continuing to learn as the game changes. We went from Greg McElwain went from a run game to a play action to a tight end scheme. Yeah. And then when the game started to change, when it became more aerated, he decided to make those changes and brought in Lane Kiffin and Starkey, and you saw what happened. Yes. And he started to recruit those type of players. So we just have to take a step back and, like, we have a great coach, and he's doing the best he can. If you were to take a look out there in the college rankings right now, which coach would you rather come in besides DeBoer? I don't want, me personally, I don't want no 60 and 70-year-old coach. I want a young coach. You want to tell the reason why? Because I'm hoping that young coach decides to stick around more than 5 or 6 years or 7 years. As an old coach, you know, he may win one, go to one playoff, and may stay 2 or 3 years and be done. I want somebody that's going to, you know, stick around. But Kevin DeBoer could move around. It's possible. But for right now, I'm happy with who we got and the staff. He's still making changes to that. Brought in an offensive line coach. We got a new offensive line. So when you take into those are considerations, we're headed in the right direction. And the projection for this team is up. You know, so we can just go by what we see next season. Let's see what happens. You know, I'm thinking that the offensive line we're not going to make too many, you know, substitutions for the offensive line. I think we're just going to go with our best offensive linemen, and let's roll with it. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, good call, man. I appreciate you calling in from the 901, man. Calling again, of course, man. We appreciate you.
Oh, no problem, Cal. I'm going to get over with.
Yo, what'd you say? I think you cut out on that back end. Did you want to give a shout out?
No, I was saying thanks for everything. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you too, brother. We appreciate you, man. All right, take it easy, brother. All right. You remember when you used to call into the radio station? Did anybody ever call into the radio station? And was that you used to call into the radio station, remember? And you used to like give a shout out. Did anybody do this? Did your guys' radio station have this? So our like hip hop and R&B, it was 97.3. You would call in and you would give like a shout out. You know, like you could say whatever you want, and then they would play it like on air. So they would give like shout outs. Did your radio station do this? All right, 737. I think we got Mike coming up now. Mike, what's up, man?
Hello, Kyle. Good morning. How are you doing?
How's your Friday? It sounds like it's going amazing.
It's well between 1 and 714. I'd say probably about a 450 somewhere in there.
Oh, shoot. Oh, man.
But
you need to eat a turnip immediately.
Yeah,
put a turnip in the microwave quickly.
Right. Put some turnips in the microwave and cornbread. I know, man. The Alabama spinach, dude. Turnips are very good for you. But hey, I got a question for you, man, just to see how you feel about the future. Who's going to be the first team to win the national championship? LSU, Texas, or Bama? Who's more poised to win the Natty next year?
Okay, jeez, man. Okay, I'll go with. I'll put the pressure on Texas. I don't think it's going to be LSU. I think. The Lane Kiffin experiment is definitely going to be fun to watch, and I think everything about that is going to be entertaining. I just think that they're going to have a difficult time putting it all together. That's just my opinion. Plus, I don't think that Lane Kiffin necessarily wins like marquee games yet, like in his career. I think he still kind of coaches emotionally and kind of still lives in that social space world. I think Sarkisian probably has a better chance with the quarterback that they have, Arch Manning. I mean, Texas should win the championship. They should. Like everything that talk about pressure, they have all the pressure. They loaded up with the $40 million roster, right? They have the quarterback, they have the offensive lineman, they have every single thing that you want. Texas, 1,000,000%. I think if you're playing devil's advocate against Alabama, the reason that Alabama isn't favored to win a championship right now by odds makers in Vegas is because they don't have experience on offense. They will get experience on offense as we go forward, but Texas has all the pressure this year to win the championship.
I agree, man. The pressure's on Texas. The pressure's not quite on Lane Kiffin yet at LSU. It probably will be in a couple of years, but the first year he's going to have to build the program back. I agree, man. All the expectations are on Texas with their donors, their boosters, their number one quarterback and what they got. I totally agree. But I think Bama's capable of doing it, but there's just so much inexperience on our team, you know. And as far as this ranking I think Kalen DeBoer is better than a C for our coach, better than a C. Mm-hmm. And the reason why, man, we got the number one SEC recruiting class coming in that just signed, and we did finish number one in the SEC regular season. And so I think that's just more proof of the national media just kind of kicking us while we're down a little bit, you know, because I at least give the dude a B minus, at least a B minus, if not a B overall. I get it. We got beaten bad fashion by the eventual national champs, Indiana. I get it, but I think he's doing better than a C, dude. Just based on, you know, him fixing our problems, the offensive line, and based on him, the recruits that he's bringing in, you know.
Yeah, I think just with Bama, and I just did a poll on your question, by the way, so if you want to vote in the poll, please do. Most likely to win the Natty this year, Alabama, LSU, Texas. And that I just think Alabama has it there. They just don't have the experience that Texas has. And Texas, you know, all the pressure is on them. Alabama, they're going to have to get that experience within the first 5 games of the season during that front end that we showed, and then, you know, power through kind of that back end of the SEC schedule. And then you just kind of see where chips fall, you know, see who's healthy, see what matchups you get. And, you know, hopefully you can sidestep the SEC championship game. That's another week of rest. You still get in the playoffs, and you kind of see where you're at from there. I mean, even if you're like 11, it's crazy to me that two teams finished 11-1, and they didn't reach the SEC title game. Absolutely crazy. Anything else, Mike?
Well, one thing, do you expect the SEC championship game to eventually go away? Do you think that's going to happen to football sooner than later?
I do. And I mean, last year, what was the real point of playing it? What was the point of playing the ACC championship game? Seriously, what about the ACC championship game? The two teams that played in it, I was talking about this on Wake Up Bama, the two teams that played in it didn't even get the champion, didn't even get the playoffs. They just played to play it, and then it was an at-large that made it, and then there was the at-large that made the championship game. Why did we play the ACC championship game? I don't know. But
that's true. I totally agree, man. Totally agree. I've been just so you know, Kyle, I've been calling in talk shows since 1980s, man.
No way.
So whether it's a sports show, some lame political show, whatever it is, I've always been a caller because. It just helps. It just makes the show more interesting, you know. But
for sure. All
right, man. But I'm with you on that. I really think that when we go to 16 teams, then they'll eliminate the championship games. At first, I was kind of in denial, but from this point, I agree, man. Eventually, we're going to get rid of the championship games.
Yeah.
Kyle, stay warm, stay healthy, eat right, eat your turnips, young man, and roll tide.
All right, take it easy, Mike. Yeah, good call down from Choctaw, home of the Fighting Turnips. You know, and if you're like, what turnips, Mike? He told us that he's growing turnips down in Choctaw, and then it's kind of turned into this thing. So we call him Turnip Mike. Okay, but yeah, so Mike's been calling in. He says since the '80s. I've never even hosted a show before. I didn't know that I would have a talk show, or is this a talk show? I don't know. I take calls. There was no training in this. I connected some dots, and then people started calling in, and you know, I guess that's kind of what it morphed into, at least some of the show, right? I don't know. I've never really thought about that. I didn't even mean to really take calls. It just kind of happened. But I do like it, and I do like catching up with you guys. So I appreciate you guys calling in every day to talk about Alabama football, relevant topics, whatever the case is. And I appreciate you guys being here so much. I'm feeling much better, as you know. So, thank you for the thoughts and prayers, and I appreciate you guys, all 93 of you kicking in with me today on Friday. Feel Good Friday, January 30th. So as news happens, I got you covered. Wake Up Bama podcast drops here. News as it goes, and I really, really appreciate you guys' support all the time right here on the show. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your Friday. Keep your heads on a swivel. You might catch me cooking. And if you just became a fan funder, by the way, Bulldogs just donated 5 fan funderships. Now you can get access to some of my behind the scenes videos. Probably be loading one today. I haven't loaded one in a couple days because I've been under the weather, but probably get one up today at some point in time. So heads on the swivel for that. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I will catch you on the next show right here on Bama Football on YouTube. Congrats, Anna, for winning today's raffle, and congratulations as the Pinwheel is back. All right, catch you soon, fam. I appreciate you guys.